Good morning, BixWeirRoadRunner.com with your morning hornoses, your sip of chaga. A little coffee mixed with chaga, which is a mushroom, will help you with any kind of viruses that might be coming around. I got like half calf, half decaf. I'm making my own blend, basically. But let's talk about something that should be obvious to everybody, and I've talked about it for a zillion years. Computer market rigging. Computer market rigging. If you look at the stock market, you're like, oh my God, the world is on literally the brink of collapse and the stock market keeps going up. I wonder why. Gee golly, gee whiz. Computer market rigging is 100% powerful, in control, cannot ever end, especially when run by the Federal Reserve System that prints. Literally, it's not the money that's important. At the Fed and the Treasury, it's not the amount of money. It's not even the amount of money that the banks create out of thin air. It's the amount of derivatives the Exchange Stabilization Fund can use to rig markets. They don't have to report their derivatives. It's unlimited. Unlimited. And of course, they will do everything they can to keep the system intact. Now, right now, you see silver going up over 18 again. What does the clip keep saying? You can deny reality all you want. You can't deny the consequences of reality. Consequences of the reality of silver rising and gold rising is that HSBC had to book some massive hits. Remember, every time silver goes up $1, 7 banks lose $1 billion. Lose $1 billion. That's a lot of money for going up $1. Now, HSBC obviously has been one of the shorts on COMEX, Citibank as well. Keep an eye on Citibank. Something's going on with Citibank. Should I say something's going wrong with Citibank? HSBC is heavily involved in China. They will be bankrupt by the end of the first quarter. Now, there might be a lot of secret bailouts, but it's not going to help because all the banks, JP Morgan is massively invested in China. It has been for a long time and continues to be. And also, oh, by the way, the Chinese counterparties are all going down on the derivative side. So we can just sit here, watch these markets go wherever they go with the click of a mouse by Steve Mnuchin, and voila, market rigging at its finest. Those of you guys calling for cryptos to go crazy, look at that sea of red. That's just a mouse click from Steve Mnuchin. Look at the volumes, my friends. Come on. They could put Bitcoin at 0 right now. In the next 5 minutes, all Steve Mnuchin has to do is click a mouse. Put it at 0. They could put it at $1 million. All he has to do is click a mouse. How is that possible? Look at the volumes. Why don't we sell $175 billion worth of Bitcoin derivatives right now, which is on every exchange? That's all these exchanges are. Steve Mnuchin, click, 0, market shut down. Do the opposite. He could put Bitcoin to $1 million a coin. Click, boom, markets would probably shut down as well. It's rigged, my friends. It's rigged 100%. Let me show you an interesting thing. I've been talking about Steve Mnuchin a lot, right? Steve Mnuchin. It's a broken record when we see rigged markets because he's the guy in charge of the rigging right now. Steve Mnuchin, why was he put where he is? Here's his Wikipedia bio. After he graduated from Yale in 1985, which means he was skull and bones, Mnuchin worked for investment bank Goldman Sachs for 17 years, eventually becoming its chief information. What's the chief information officer in charge of? Computer market rigging. He's a computer expert. Check out his career. December 1998 to November 1999. Overseas mortgages, U.S. government, money markets, municipals, fixed income currency, and the commodities division. He's got the perfect resume to be Treasury Secretary or head of the Fed. Computer rigging potential, expertise in commodity rigging, and all other rigging. December 1999 to February 2001, member of the Executive Committee and co-head of Technology Operating Committee. Technology. This is in late 1990s. He was a computer expert, my friends. February 2001 to December 2001. Executive Vice President and Co-Chief Information Officer. December 2001 to 2002. This is all at Goldman Sachs. Executive Vice President, member of the Management Committee, and Chief Information Officer. That's the perfect resume to be the head of the US Treasury because you're in charge of market rigging. That's it. That's all. And if the bad guys stay in power, this little munchkin, Neil Kashkari, really dark dude. Look out for this guy. Right now, he's the head of Federal Reserve of Minneapolis, probably take over for Jerome Powell, who was in charge of the derivatives that went to Deutsche Bank. This is all part of the game I've been screaming about for so long. Let's talk about Neil Kashkari. He became an investment banker covering information technology sector for Goldman Sachs. Computer rigging at Goldman Sachs, that is the key requirement. He could be head of the Fed, no problem. That's all he did. Computer market rigging, computer market rigging, computer market rigging. Kashkari interned at the investment bank Goldman Sachs during the summer between his two academic years at Wharton. Listen to this. After graduating from Wharton, he joined Goldman Sachs' San Francisco office, where all the technology companies, covering software companies in the investment banking division. In his role, he advised clients on mergers, acquisitions, and other financial matters. Listen to this. He eventually rose to lead Goldman's information technology security practice. Another computer geek turned market rigger turned controller of the global financial system. It's all computers and derivatives. I have been screaming this for so long. If you are angry about this, all this red in cryptocurrencies, these are the guys doing it. All they have to do is click a mouse. They're not even selling any of this shit. Look at Litecoin. Last 24 hours, $5.6 billion worth of Litecoin was sold. How much Litecoin is there? 4.4 billion that's ever been mined, and 40 million coins. That's like, almost 2/3 of the coins never move. They're in the same wallets for the last 2 years. It's all fractional reserve con job. Played the little man behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. Absolutely. And if you want to know where it started, go to Road to Road, join the roadtoroad.com, go to the private road page, and the second one down, after you learn about repos, second one down, the Satoshi Nakamoto remote viewing. My analysis of what the crypto viewing guys did. It is exactly what the Road to Root has been saying all along. You got to join the private road. Check it out. And once you handle all this, you can handle this and this, the market rigging. Look at the market rigging for silver over the past 20 years. This is how long I've been in silver. Look at that. That's amazing. 20 years. That's how powerful these computer programs are. This period right in here, this is what JP Morgan is up on RICO charges for. Pure market manipulation. There are no free markets, as Chris Powell says of GATA. There are no free markets, and there hasn't been since Alan Greenspan invented the first computer programs back in the 1960s and 70s. It shocks me still to this day that nobody has any clue who that guy was. All they know is, oh, he was the head of the Fed and he created bubbles. Yeah, bubbles. You never understood what he was talking about. He created the computer programs to invent the electronic monetary system and rig the market since the early 1970s. Arthur Burns, the head of the Federal Reserve System, early 70s to late 70s. Arthur Burns was Alan Greenspan's mentor. Ayn Rand was his other mentor. When he was the head of the CEA, the Council of Economic Advisors, Gerald Ford, he was a computer geek. Ayn Rand was there in the Oval Office to swear Greenspan in. Who's Ayn Rand? She's like, gold standard. Read Greenspan's paper. golden economic freedom, and you will get what's happening. Yes, Greenspan was a bad guy for rigging the markets for 50 years. We all get that. But you got to do your homework to understand the past to get to how this is all happening. How is it that Bitcoin Cash can go down 20% in the last 7 days? Here, watch. Click. That's all it takes. It's that easy. And the more tools that come online, futures, options, the back system, the more power they have over the cryptos, the more they can control our future. This is what needs to go away. Veritasium could have solved this problem and still might solve this problem. People are asking me to do an interview with Reggie. Reggie's not allowed to talk about anything from how the deal worked. He's got an NDA. He can't talk about it. If you can't talk about, why did he do it? Why did he sign away the rights to the fix of the electronic monetary system? We're not going to know. He's not allowed to talk about it. Now, Reggie's going off doing the same thing he was doing, except not anything that will piss off the government. Yes, there are 2 million Veritasium tokens out there that are circulating, and Reggie's veritizing a whole bunch of stuff, supposedly. That's not what I want to get to. I want to get to the guts of why the takedown happened from the SEC on Veritasium when they knew it was a software that can fix the problem that Alan Greenspan created. Unlimited derivatives. Unlimited, meaning no limit. How's this problem going to get fixed? Either destroy everything or implement some kind of system that keeps track of assets on a blockchain. Not controlled by Blythe Masters. That's what she was working on before she got taken out of her position, right when they started charging JP Morgan traders with manipulated markets back in 2018. That's how long it's been. That Nowak guy, the first guy they nailed at JP Morgan, who turned state's evidence and admitted to it, and yet the largest trader, the largest manipulator out there, the largest holder of silver is JP Morgan. And now it is being leaked that they are under investigation. They're not going to press charges until after the crash. How's that crash going to come? Well, Cliff Hyde just told us that. It might not come that you visibly see it. I think all computers will lock up because it's the computers that rig the prices on these markets and traded massive, rehypothecated, fractional reserve electronic trades on the stock market. Yes, if you own Apple shares, 10 other people own your same share and trade it. Look at the volumes. This is not a hard thing. What is a true free market? You got something you want to trade, I got something I want to pay with. Not, I got 50 things of the same thing I'm going to sell you 50 times in the next 23 seconds. That's a con. And that's what we're living in. Join the private road. Right here, hit subscribe today. You're going to find out all the secrets behind not only market rigging, but who's Satoshi. And you'll also get one Veritasium token. One of the 2 billion that are circulating. There's 2 million that are circulating. And yes, there's a use case, even if the 98 million is not applied to all our financial markets like Cliff Hyde's data says it could be. And how they have frozen 98 million coins. You can get your one Veritasium token. And I give one away with every subscription along with the free silver coin, the Ruta coin. The coolest coin ever made, if you ask me. So much in this coin. The Silver Brick Road, the Federal Reserve, the Eagle, the cave in the Grand Canyon where they found the gold, massive amounts of gold. Actually, most of it was beneath the pyramids. Already refined, and we'll get more into that when I go back to the Grand Canyon this summer. Maybe not summer. It gets pretty hot. It gets damn hot there, especially at the bottom of it. There's a lot more work to do there with the American Indians, the Native Americans, the Navajo, all the American The I don't even know what to call them because America has changed so much. Anyway, a lot of work to do in the Grand Canyon. And when all this stuff comes true, this coin will be extremely valuable. That's why I did the double stamp, limited release. Each one's numbered. Check it out. Go to roadtoroot.com and join today, and we keep moving on. Talk to you guys later.
Here's a true story about a man just like you. He worked his whole life, he was honest and true. Built up a nest egg the way they said to. Invest in the market, money works for you. And everything is fine, picking the winners every time. Started to believe he can make dollars out of dime. Little did he know he's being primed for a fall. The riggers let you play, then the riggers steal the ball. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. Got to shut down exchanges, trade one for one. We want free markets, well, our work's just begun. Free markets are the road to freedom. Capitalism, not as bad as they say. The world has never tried it, rigging markets every day. Socialists fail every time in every way. Need a better system to forge a better day. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. We gotta shut down exchanges till they trade one for one. We want free markets, our work's just begun. Free markets are the road to freedom. I said free markets are the road to freedom. Solution, if only done right. We can take out the liars, bring dark into light, and trust in the math, not the people who lie. I think we can make it if we give it a try. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. We gotta shut down exchanges till they trade one for one. We want free markets, our work's just begun. 'Cause free markets are the road to freedom. I said free markets are the road to freedom. Free markets are the road to freedom.